What up, homies? Welcome to episode 41 of our Disco Elysium playthrough. Today, we are on the hunt for two specific things. The mysterious third lorry driver who might be connected to the drug trafficking, and the person we're supposed to meet, because they might have our gun. On our hunt, we finally do talk to that unresponsive lady at the roundabout, and we learn about what it is like to be a long-haul lorry driver in the Deep Pale. She is afflicted with some sort of pale exposure-related hallucinations and offers a very interesting insight into her reality. And because one person with serious psychological problems rooted in her unfavorable socioeconomic situation under capitalism is not enough for one episode, we also meet up with this woman, whose loneliness in this world has led to a situation where we have our gun pointed at our face. Thanks for coming by, and enjoy! What up, homies? Welcome back to Disco Elysium. In real time, it's been like 2 weeks, cause January has been hitting me. So I had to take some time to reacquaint myself with what we've done here so far, but I think we are in quite a good position. It is 9:30 here. We've got 25 more in-game minutes of time before we have to meet that one person here, this quest here. Confront the pigs and get your gun back. That'll be at the fish market at 10. So hopefully we can get our service weapon back. I kind of hope that we get a bunch more information from that, because we have some open things that I don't really know where to get them or how to continue them, because I think we've seen everything that there is to see on the map now. But first things first, let's go through our stuff here. We have this quest here. We have to find this filament memory cube that's in the ice machine. I thought I already done that, but apparently I didn't. We're gonna check that out, because we have the tool now. We have this crazy new humongous bottle opener thing here. And I guess that's what we need to open that thing up. So we're gonna have a look at that. Maybe we don't have enough skill points. Speaking of skill points, we don't have any left to upgrade, but we are at 56 out of 100. So not that far off to upgrade new things. We are still fighting with the conundrum that our hand-eye coordination is maxed out and we can't shave and we can't do any other hand-eye coordination things. Like, for example, the quest with the murder weapon, which needs a hand-eye coordination roll. So I still hope that we find ideas or tools or items to upgrade that shit. So we might have a better try at this. And we need to find an idea that allows us more skill to learn more skill points or learn more skills in this tree here. Unlock another one so we can actually try to shave again, because we fucked that up and we can't do it again. Speaking of ideas, we've got one thing going here, Wasteland of Reality, which is the, I assume, let's not be an alcoholic anymore thought. I'm not sure, but it sounds like it is. That takes 18 hours, so I don't know, this will take a long while. I don't think this is going to be soon. It's going to be tomorrow night, basically, or tomorrow afternoon, so we'll see how long that takes and what comes of that. And there's still a million ideas in here. I have still resisted looking at all of these just at the titles to guess what they are. They are probably pretty cool, but I don't want to get spoiled. All right, back to the quests. Sorry, let's get a start here. So first of all, what we're going to do is try to get that ice cream maker thing open and try to find that filament cube, bring that back to the other person. Which then is connected to, we need that, so she helps us with that raver stuff, with that nightclub stuff in the church. And if we get that going, all of these quests get continued. So everything just balances on that, on the fact that we might get this cube. Other than that, we still have some quests from the last days. We still have to find Morello, or Morel. I don't know where to find him now. I thought he might appear somewhere over there in that new area, but I think we've looked at everything now and he isn't there. Maybe it's not the right time. Maybe he is connected to the guys that we're going to meet now. We'll see. Of course, find all the armor pieces, prove our authority. It just means putting on as much authority stuff as we can and just talk to him again, I assume. We are gonna try to do this quest where we try to meet these people and get our gun back, and after that, if there's still time, hopefully, we'll get back to the victim here, to the dead body, and send him off to processing. So this in theory should mean that Kim is only gone for the night, but I don't know. We'll find out. But one other thing that I wanted to look at, this quest here. Oh yeah, first of all, find out the lady driver. I have no idea how to do that. It sounds like we should already be able to meet that person, but I think I've talked to everyone. We're gonna keep trying. And I had one other thing, that locked door. Here, the secret passage. I think that's connected to the door that's in the kitchen. And I just thought maybe we could try this bottle opener at that door. Maybe that's the solution there. But first of all, let's get going here and get to that fridge and hopefully unlock it now. I feel like I've tried that before.
This orange machine is dead still.
Oh my god.
It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and
3%.
an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Okay, I think I've been here before. 3%. +2 machine unplugged and +1 better grip with gloves. Oh yeah. Oh my god, I'm sorry. -1 physical instrument, and that's because of this. So we'll be at +1 physical instrument when that quest is done, and we could put one more skill point in here. Be at 2. Maybe you have some other clothes that can help there. All right. Yeah, I think I've been there. Sorry. The last, I think, 4 episodes, which would have come out now, I recorded those 2 weeks back as well. So, my bad. All right, let's try to open that door. And we still kind of gotta waste some time.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent
And
dimple
we can only
mark.
touch the
It's
door
painted
and
blue.
push the door.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe. The door does not budge.
Okay, and apparently I can't use my sick-ass bottle opener to do that. Okay, never mind then. So, I don't want to sit on a bench just to make time advance. So we could look around here and see if we can find that third lorry driver. I have no idea how, because I think we've been everywhere. Right? There's no one to interact here with here. The only other person that we have never really interacted with is this person. And we didn't do it because we didn't want to. I think the option that we have is snap our fingers in front of her face and be all like invasive.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
So we tried this grandma scam trick. We tried, excuse me ma'am, I'd like to ask some questions, and we can't snap our fingers. Really don't like that because I don't want to bother this person. But since there's no other person here to talk to, we are just gonna do that now. Snap your fingers in front of her face.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Alright, snap your fingers twice. Start dancing.
Where am I? Who are you?
Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis, you've jolted her back to reality.
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the weary aspect of a cornered beast.
Cornered beast? I was actually hoping you could tell me that. Are you alright, ma'am? You were out. Me, I am the law around here. I was actually hoping you could tell me that.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
She asks with contempt. Wait, what's so bad about the 50s? Doesn't mean that she is in her 50s? Where else would you be then? When else would you be then? Do I get to ask all of these? Where else would you be then?
Back in Mecca, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with the young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro. Until you came along, that is.
The look she gives you is accusatory. Is she sleeping? Is she hallucinating? Or is she on drugs? Who's Gabriel Buenguerro? So I take it you were in a mask when you were young. Sorry to interrupt your dreaming, ma'am. Right, I have some other questions for you. Police questions. I'm gonna immediately go for sorry cop again. Sorry to interrupt you.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Lowman. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow and she appears to take your measure.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Methk, it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
Yay. Who's Gabriel Buenguerro? So I take it you were a mask when you were young.
Someone was.
Someone. She nods as though her meaning were perfectly clear. Someone. Are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not?
I don't know. Reliability?
They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
Is this some kind of doom shit? Is she talking about, I don't know, some living things inside of that fog that surrounds the whole world?
All of what? The world? The present? She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave approaching.
So we're gonna go with this last one here. Who's Gabriel Buenguerro?
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
She shows you the photograph in the lavish amber frame. Take a look.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
Chiseled thing, huh?
This man's got a hold over her, even 50 years later. You can feel it.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all of his lines.
She leans back, savoring the world she's conjured up.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
What? This is not even a memory? Right, I have some other questions for you. Police questions.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She settles back against the railing of her motor lorry. She is the third lorry driver. We've met two. We've met the racist. We've met the I'm just a cool guy dude who doesn't get involved in anything. And now her. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos, and knickknacks line the dashboard. The dashboard. I guess this is her lorry. Where's the dashboard? Through here?
There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow.
Okay, sure. What are you hauling? I still don't really understand this whole Boyadero thing. Alright, are you the lady driver? Before I came, you seemed away. Show me the soles of your boots. You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs. Do we just start with a show me your boots? I mean, it doesn't really matter. There's no real, we don't influence the other questions if we do that, but it seems weird to just straight out start with that. So let's go with the basic, what are you hauling?
Diamonds.
Diamonds? Really?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
Sure, okay, but what are you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know what you're hauling in your own lorry. Well, that's good enough for me. First one.
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
No. What if the cargo is contraband? I guess that makes sense. Minding your own business? I don't think I do know what you mean.
Of course you don't.
Okay, cool. Thanks. I still don't really understand this whole boyadero thing.
Of course not. To truly understand the boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
Is that a song?
A boyadero, boya for short, is a cowherder from upstream Magritte, the great steppes of northern Mesk. People like Mañana at the gates have turned it into an ideology of sorts.
Okay, what's that? I've already got too many records to listen to as it is. Change of topic. What's that?
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
I'm guessing that doesn't happen and they live happily ever after. First one.
Of course not. The boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maigret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
In the background, you can hear the orchestra swell as the screen fills with the maiden's imploring eyes.
Cool drummer roll. I think I see where this is going. So he gives up his riding and settles down, right? First one.
So the boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Magritte.
Okay.
Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
And he has to strangle her? There's no other way? That's not where I thought that was going. Not solemnly. A beautiful song. That's a terrible song. I guess I'm gonna go for the first one. I mean, it is kind of terrible, but let's go.
You have to understand. A true boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a boyadero.
And so he had to kill her. What?
What if to truly love a boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
Okay. To float lifeless downstream. Truly weird. Oh yeah, because she... Jesus Christ, sorry, I'm slow. Because she floated lifelessly downstream that this guy threw her into when he choked her out because he had to live his cowboy life. Weird. Nice story, I guess. Alright, are you the lady driver?
Did you just call me a lady, Jerife?
I guess I did.
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
Well, aren't you a lady? I was told of a woman driver. You're the only woman here.
I'm not that either, Jerife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul.
The long haul? So you're not the driver everyone is terrified of?
I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
Okay. It's a drama role and with medium success, so if she is not that, maybe she can point me in the right direction. Why are you scary to the people who used to know you? You said long haul. That's... Then who is the female driver I was told of? That's all I needed to know. I assume we can ask all of these, so we're just going to go from the top. Why are you scary to the people who used to know you?
Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was.
You said long haul. That's...
The big ones, the trucks. There's no women and men there. It's all just...
She hums along as if to a track on repeat.
In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes all the people where they want to stay.
In the background, a quiet song seeps from her cabin into the air. You don't hear any vocals.
Then who was the female driver I was told of?
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
Okay, weird. This was not helpful. That's all I needed to know. Thanks.
Oh, Sim.
The woman stares at you, her mind elsewhere now, on other matters.
Something in her is pulling towards some unknown rest state. She twitches, like a sleep kick.
Before I came, you seemed away.
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
Nah, we're committed now.
Come on, he thinks. She's not the lady driver.
Yeah, but we don't have any other clues.
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Wait, why is that, Lieutenant? Should you drive a lorry if you get like that? The routes you drive are unusual, aren't they? Okay, let's change the subject. Let's go for the third one. I kind of like that.
Some of them are like home to me now. I would say the routes I drive are usual to me.
What routes?
Lomonosov's Land, Udachnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain.
She nods and closes her eyes again, letting her mind submerge. The Western Plains, so is she Boyadeo related?
The Transcatalia Magistral. You for 1A. Adestradas do Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches. Where the bluebirds fly.
She opens her eyes again and shudders. I'm something of an expert in blacking out. You should take better care of yourself. Cool. Right until you're dust, sister. Sure, yeah.
Irmao. I already am dust.
I think I know what's going on with you.
And what is that?
She sticks a filterless cigarette into a cigarette holder and reaches for the light. You're a pail driver. You transport goods through the pail. Nothing. No need to be direct. I'm gonna go for the pail one. Why not?
Great. He asked the Pines rep about the pail, and now he's talking to everyone about it.
Stop talking shit.
Fine then. Just try not to black out again, and don't contemplate. We don't have time for that.
Oh, I'm contemplating, Tim. I'm drawing existential conclusions from this. Yeah, no, just for detective work. That's all I needed it for now. No, everything is related to the pail. My condition, the case, everything. It's all anthroponetic. I'm gonna go with contemplating.
Exactly what I didn't want you to do. Ma'am, my partner wanted to know if you work in pail transport.
It's absolutely incredible that something like this actually exists. Based on what Joyce has told us about that, with the limited allowance for exposure time in that place, I can't imagine that this machine goes faster than this, like, let's say air travel that she spoke of, which sounded very much like we just shoot things into that shit because jets don't work because there's no air there. You can't propel yourself. How is this thing faster? There's no wonder that she's fucked up like that.
No offense, but your partner?
She lights the cigarette. A white and silver cloud of smoke disappears into her mouth.
Seems like a bit of an idiot.
True. She breathes out. The air tastes sweet. I blacked out after a night of heavy drinking and lost all memory of the world. I blacked out from sheer heartbreak and lost all memory of the world. I'm not an idiot. I'm a detective of the RCM. Don't say I'm an idiot. That's the pro cop answer. Second one. I blacked out from sheer heartbreak.
Like Gabriel Buenguerro in Segúreme, Paraíso. You're the opposite of me, then. I remember everything, even the things I never knew.
Things I never knew.
The smell of liquor on Gabriel's lips after the shoot. In the motor park. The roses on the day of Franco Negro's coronation. On the grand stairs of Ryle. The smoke from the Fowling piece when Dolores Day was shot. The look on her face, like an orgasm. The wound in her chest. My hand in my father's hand. Except I never had a father, and I never shot her innocence Dolores Day.
Over-radiation? Question mark? Isn't that dangerous? Question mark. Let's go for the dangerous.
Thought insertion? Dithering? The Grad Catalan Magistral? It's more than dangerous. It's sad. But at first I had to make a living. Now...
So she got... I don't know. There's... You know, we could just go all the way back again and relate this to her socioeconomic status. And she, you know, had to find this job, which obviously seems to come with a whole heap of problems. But she had to make a living, so this is where she's at now. Completely fucked up by pale travel. We still assume that she does that, because she didn't really answer yes to that. But I also don't think she even is capable of answering yes or no questions. Straight to the point. So, I don't know if that's really the point here. I mean, yeah, it's always part of everything, but I don't think that's the center point here in this conversation. So let's continue.
When you've seen it all go away like that, rolling off like the sea, and then come back to this...
That's a cool idea. So the moment that she starts traveling from another Isola and, you know, travels probably in some cool area, because she said that she was a fan of that, what was it called, Mesk or whatever, the Mundi Isola with the Great Western Plain. If that looks as romantic as the name sounds, just rolling up to that pale stuff, that fog, and then go in there, face that there's nothing else there. Everything is gone. You're just in that fog. And finally coming out and, you know, arriving here in this place. Ugh. She gestures at the square, the broken horse monument, the clanging of machines in the distance.
What are we doing here? For thousands of years, Gabriel. It doesn't have to be like this. We can just give up. We can just become a vapor.
What does it look like? The pale? What does it feel like? How do you pass through it? One last thing, you said we can't just become vapor. What does it look like, the pale?
Like looking into the ocean at night, in the dark.
Okay, and?
You cannot see it, but you know it's there. And it's bigger than anything. Bigger than all the other things combined.
Getting lively here. What does it feel like?
Nothing. Until it starts. When you are deep enough. Then, for me, it's like autumn. Dark, gray, and orange. The orange of street lights and the color of streets in the electric light. It smells like autumn too. It smells terrible.
I can relate, cool.
Nostalgia. Cooped up in the cabin, shaking. Terrible nostalgia. For yourself. For humans. It's too much to bear. She loves it.
How do you pass through it?
In the belly of an airship, behind the cell windows. So you don't look straight into it. It's not advised to look into it.
Oh, so, okay, so lorries do get thrown through this as well. Not on this lorry then?
No, the same one, a roller. They all are nowadays. Special wheels for connecting to the floor of the hold.
She points to the machines clumped up like toys.
The wheels all small and round. Multi-axle trailers.
Okay. One last thing. You said we can't just become vapor?
Yes.
No elaboration.
Okay. I would rather have what I have than what you have. I would rather have what you have than what I have. I feel I already have what you have in some way. Oh my god. What the hell? I would rather have what I have than what you have. So we are happy with what we have and we wouldn't, switch positions with her. Or, yeah, I'd like to switch positions. And we are already the same. You know, this seems like the easy way out answer because you don't have to choose. But at the same time, she probably, or it sounded like she got into that because she just had to do some job, and this is the job that she got offered, and she just had to do it. We are the sorry ass cop, not really happy with that, I was going to say, but she, you know, at least says that she's happy with that. So I guess, would we rather be, feels like the question comes down to the question, would we rather be happy with what we're doing, even though it comes with a payoff? You know, a negative payoff is what I mean. And I think, yeah. So I'm gonna go with this. You could interpret a million things into this, because it's, you know, obviously very vaguely worded here. But it comes down to comparing our positions, and there's different, you know, axles that you could compare this on. I'm just gonna go with our situation. We are not happy with what we are and who we are. And she is. We are both fucked up in different sorts of ways. But she is apparently content. Or, yeah, let's say content. Maybe not happy, we don't know. So I'm gonna go with that. Because we are still on the I don't want to be a cop anymore arc. So we're just gonna assume that this leads there. I would rather have what you have than what I have.
They say there is a point, one that I have not crossed. In the Pale, super deep. If you stray too far, of course, on the U41A, or in Lomonosov's land, where every step you take is one step further from home, no matter the direction.
This is it, Mr. Frodo. Continue.
It's a point you cannot come back from. Your mind becomes so radiant with the past, there is a flip. Instead of writing, it erases memory, nearing some kind of indescribable finale. Maybe you've been down the motorway south.
She looks at her cigarette. It's almost out. She has swallowed it hungrily. Then at you. The motorway south.
It's a story as lone horsemen tell. Lone horsemen, Sheriff, not pale drivers. Way beyond the established pale that's lit by radio frequencies, where it goes silent and dark, and the process begins, erasure, kilometer by kilometer, in any direction. The motorway south is a road you cannot come back from.
In the center of this town, there's a ghostly motorway, she sang.
It takes all the people where they want to stay. What is at the end of the motorway south? So we just continue her song and try to relate to her with that? Or we just straight up ask? Is that the song, the correct line from that song? Can we even get that far back? No, we can't. So we're just gonna assume that it is. In the center of this town, there's a ghostly motorway, she sang. It takes all the people where they want to stay. What is at the end of the motorway south? This will probably, because, you know, going back to game design here, meta this shit. This has been a medium success roll, so you can't fail that, which would probably lead to that option here not popping up. So that would just lead this question here. What is at the end of the motorway south? And that's probably so vague and probably even almost indescribable that she will not be able to say anything useful here, and will just probably say something like you have to find out for yourself or shit like that. So we are going to go with the one that we got from succeeding in this conceptualization role and just continue her song. It takes all the people where they want to stay.
They say I've been away on a kind of holiday.
She replies silently. What is... And now we ask, what is at the end of the motorway south?
No one knows what's at the end. I've only glimpsed the beginning. I've only felt it in the distance when I was a child. A child rowing on the lake.
She goes silent, her eyes closed, her hands shake. Ma'am?
Hosianna.
A sigh escapes her lips, then silence as she stares within herself.
There is nothing more to do now. She's far away. She is receding in the clutches of some indescribable scattered emotion. A child descending.
You fried both your brains enough for today, detective.
Jesus Christ. He inspects her, no response. Oh, it's
Let's
10.
get some air. This one's far gone.
He shakes his head silently as he returns to leave. Alright. We got a thought. Motorway south. Temporary research bonus, -1 visual calculus. At the edge of the map, the landmass begins to disintegrate into pure trigonometry. The ocean melts, becoming a tangle of sines and cosines. The mountain range turns into a sharp-angled azimuth. Its green rain shadow dithers like music, turning into a wave of form, and then vanishes. This is the end, a half-remembered textbook from your childhood. The porch collapsing on the edge of the Isola. A transition from reality to pale. A single vector shoots out like a rocket. It's the motorway south, splintering off from the known pale. To where? Where does it go? That seems kind of weird. I don't know if we want to go for that. Because we are not actually trying to, flee this reality. We are still trying to improve this reality. So this seems a little bit more like the apocalyptic cop thingy here, this apocalypse cop. So I don't think we're gonna go for that. But cool that we have it. So let's go to the map and we wanna go... Wait, where's quick travel? Why is there no quick travel now? Do I have to go out from here? Here we are. Alright. Do we want to put on some other clothes in preparation for that? We probably don't need this plastic bag. I don't think we need anything else here. We're gonna stick with our handy dandy bottle opener just in case. So clothes. We have reaction speed. I think that's important. Rhetoric also seems kind of important, but I don't think we have a better hat because we gave that one that we had away. Suggestion and half-light. Drama, savoir-faire. Minus logic, +1 empathy. We might switch that out. Interfacing is good. Drama. Empathy. Okay, so we have endurance. -1 suggestion. No. Pain threshold. We have drama. No, drama is more important. Physical instrument. Conceptualization. We have drama. No, I want to stick with drama. We're still trying to talk our way out of things. Chemistry. -1 drama. Shit. Esprit de corps. Half-light. Logic shirt. Encyclopedia, but minus perception. I think perception is kind of important. What do our shoes give? Empathy. I feel like I want to go for perception with the shoes, because I don't think that empathy and that talking with the people that have our gun will be much very, very helpful. It sounds like it is a dangerous situation, so we want to put on some more perception so we can actually see when people try to attack us, for example. Logic jacket, interfacing +1, we don't need that. Visual calculus +1, esprit de corps +1. We have suggestion, no, we want to stick with that. Chivalrous rhetoric and empathy. And you got the drama shirt. Is this a hat? +2 logic, -1 perception. Reaction speed. Even if it would be, we won't take it. I think we are actually set up the best way we can. I'm not a big fan of these empathy glasses, but we don't have any other that actually are useful. Logic might be useful, but we would give up even more authority. We are at 4. I mean, we are not trying to be an authority person here, but in this situation, might not be that bad. Although logic, minus logic and +1 empathy doesn't seem very helpful in that next situation. I think logic might be more important than empathy. But, you know, empathy is the main thing that we're going for. This whole, here, psyche tree. So we're going to stick with that. All right. Let's go meet these people. What the fuck is that? you see that guy? I don't know if my cam was in the way.
Put your hands where I can see them.
What the hell? Alright, hi. This is the person that has our gun. Is she cosplaying a cop? Maybe authority would have been useful. Put your hands where I can see them, she says. The aging woman under a mountain of police paraphernalia mumbles to herself, then notices you and reaches for the megaphone.
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now! Show me your hands! Right now!
Is she holding our gun?
Scavenged, battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand. Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
What the fuck are you doing, Kim? She's here. What? Nice aim. No wonder he didn't hit the dead guy hanging there. Wait, what should we do, Kim? Raise your hands. Easy, ma'am. Take it easy. I don't feel comfortable being separated from my multi-tool. Why would I be separated? Did she say that I have to drop it? Show me your hands right now. I guess she did. Raise your hands? I think I want to raise my hands. Because this seems too dangerous. Asking him, no. I mean, he already escalated the situation by pointing a gun at, I assume, at her. Slightly off angle. I'm gonna shoot these boards back here, so watch out. I don't feel comfortable being separated from a multi-tool. It's kind of fun. Okay, we're gonna go. I just said that this is the risky option. We're gonna go with the negotiator role and go for easy, ma'am. Take it easy.
Failure to comply. Suspect is displaying aggression. Officer, under duress! Officer, under duress!
Oh god.
Her eyes bulge with terror. Veins protrude on her forehead.
I am the police. Don't move. Don't move. Hands on your head. Suspect is armed and dangerous.
I'm not moving, ma'am. I need you to calm down. We just want to talk. I mean, yeah, that's the only option out of these two.
Lateral vascular neck restraint. Carotid sleeper. Carotid sleeper. Critically reducing blood from passing through the neck of the suspect.
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
You are the one that immediately pulled a gun on her. Sure.
You have to go for the gun sooner or later.
Oh my god, it's
Perhaps you
anti-condition.
can learn crucial facts before you do.
Okay, so we have to go for the gun at one point, but talk to her before that. We can solve this peacefully. Please lower the weapon. Please identify yourself, ma'am. You're not the police. We are the police. No. Hand-eye coordination. Formidable. This is the pigs. Doesn't look good. Let's deal with this later. Can we just leave? I don't think I'm gonna be confrontational here and be like, we are the police. Maybe she responds to authority, but let's be honest here, she seems so out of whack, she probably doesn't. So we should go with the please identify yourself, ma'am, because if she thinks she's a cop, she probably also knows that she has to identify herself, so maybe that's a way to go.
It's the goddamn police, shitbag. Out the pavement. You're under arrest.
As she waves her hands, you notice familiar-looking ampoules and packets sticking out of the mountain of police gear on her back. Medicine or drugs? She thinks she's a police officer. Try treating her like a police officer. A lower-ranking police officer.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Officer Pigs, W. Freighter Harrier Dubois, requesting your sidearm for inspection. This is a suggestion roll, by the way. Nice. Hold out your badge. We're gonna go for that.
What?
She lowers the megaphone and stares at the gun in her hand. Patrol officer, you're in gross violation of the RCM code of conduct. Just lower the gun, officer. That's right, Pigs. Give me the gun. It will be alright. It's mine. We're not gonna go for that. I feel like... Yeah, we're gonna go for the same one here. Patrol officer, you're in gross violation of the RCM code of conduct.
Sir?
She hesitates, looking around in confusion. The 3-barreled pepper box waves in her hand. Patrol officer, I have to sign you up for a disciplinary hearing. Slowly shake your head. Please, pigs, just give me the gun. It's okay, ma'am. Everything is gonna be alright. It feels like we at one point might push this too far. Please, pigs, just give me the gun. I don't know. Fuck, I think I'm gonna go for that because these seem too weak here. This, again, doesn't even acknowledge her being a cop, you know, in her fantasy, so we're not gonna go for that. Please, pigs, just give me the gun. She said. Okay, we called her Officer Pigs. Shit, I'm gonna go with the first one.
Easy. Press her too hard and shit.
Yeah, I know.
Too late, Lieutenant.
Fuck, I knew it.
With a swift, poorly coordinated move, the woman slams the megaphone against her lips and teeth. A trickle of blood runs down her chin. She doesn't notice it.
Officer compromise! Unlawful impersonation! Pigs en route! Engage your will!
Oh god.
Okay, she's actually more agitated now. My bad.
Fuck, I knew it. It seemed too weak. Hand-eye coordination, row cob on the loose. We got about +1 here. 58% is not bad, but we are still gonna try to go for more. We can solve this peacefully. Please lower the weapon. Are you on drugs? First one.
Officer in need of assistance! Suspect at large! Get on the ground!
Ma'am, please. We want to help you, but you need to lower that weapon.
Let's just talk, alright? That's it. You're under arrest. Blow her away, Lieutenant. Let's just talk, alright?
Disturbance reported. Authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot! Big red key! Big red key!
Big red key. That's code for the battering ram. Cop talk. You know this.
I don't think these two will lead anywhere. And I feel like there's a very good chance that there's something that will give us a minus here. Especially in this one. You're not the police, we are the police. Because that might set her off even more and she gets even more jittery. And might give us a -1. The on drugs, we got that from looking at her more. Here, this perception roll. It just was a success. I think we're gonna go for that. Because, you know, cops shouldn't be, so maybe she might start questioning herself.
Confiscated contraband. Restricted access. 2 kilos missing. Eyewitness report compromised.
I don't think she's on drugs. Being off drugs might actually be the problem here.
Gamba time. 58%. I think this will lead to a malice, so we are gonna go with this. 58%. Let's gamba it up.
Here's
Yes.
the plan. Drop the multi-tool and immediately dart right. The noise will startle her, allowing you to close the distance. Left hand grabs the barrel, right one breaks the wrist.
See? I knew it was a good idea to bring that multi-tool. Alright.
No, look how she's holding it, like it's light in the nose. It must be. That means the gun is empty. No, an ominous feeling fills your gut, and suddenly you know the gun is empty. Thinking about it makes you nauseous.
Hold on, why does that make me nauseous? Because that means I shot it? Whisper Kim, I'm almost certain there are no bullets in that gun. My god, it's not loaded. The gun isn't loaded. Ma'am, the weapon you're holding, it's mine, and I know it has no bullets. Go ahead, pull the trigger, I dare you. Go for a Biggos Dickos mode, huh? I'm gonna question myself, why does it make me nauseous that we didn't, that we know that there's no ammunition in there? It's probably because, you know, have to have shot the ammunition for it to be gone.
That knowledge comes from a very dark place.
How dark?
Paint the wall with your brains. Dark.
I am kind of tempted to go with this. Ma'am, the weapon you're holding is mine and I know it has no bullets. Go ahead, pull the trigger, I dare you. I mean, the only thing stopping me from doing this is the fact that we don't know what else she might have in all of her shit here. Maybe that's not the only weapon that she has. And this at least establishes some authority or at least connection to that gun. If she is that, you know, much of a cop-a-boo, then maybe she knows that this specific type of gun is only used by cops, which is probably why she bought it. And if I can identify this as my gun and know something about that, this gun that I shouldn't, that it's empty, it could establish that we are a cop and, you know, solve this whole shit. But then again, go ahead, pull the trigger, I dare you. It's also kind of fun. Which is why I'm gonna go for that.
Suicide by cop. Split-second decision. Eat lead, scumbag.
Suicide by cop, here we go.
Oh my god.
Damaged morale. Half-light, medium failure, oh my god. No, we did this on purpose.
In your peripheral vision, the lieutenant releases the half-squeezed trigger.
God, I almost blew her head off.
Okay, we heard the sound of the gun shooting and not, you know, shooting because it was empty. Because it was empty, this went pretty fast. We still lost morale because we, you know, experienced what it would be like to get shot without the actual, you know, get shot part. So I guess that's where we lost the morale.
What is this? This isn't police issue. Police weapons have bullets.
Oh my god.
This isn't real. Police guns have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
Cool, she doesn't like the gun anymore. We can have it for free. The gun lands on the wooden planks and tears run down her scratched cheeks.
She looks devastated. Grab the gun, right now. This might be your only chance.
What the fuck is that choice? Pick up your gun? I'm done with this gun. Leave it behind forever. You know, in our we don't want to be a cop anymore arc, the only logical thing here to do would be not pick up that gun. Because, you know, it sounds like, I'm done with it. I'm stop being a cop. But why would we leave a gun laying around? We can't just stop being a cop without just leaving weapons out here or just kids run by. So we have to pick it up. There's no way we just leave it here. I like this whole sentiment, but this is a stupid moment to make that sentiment. So pick it up.
No one ever cares anymore.
Why
would they treat me like this?
Her voice is growing fainter as she rocks back and forth slowly.
Great gears are grinding to a halt. The machine is powering down. She's all out of jolt.
Oh, we need to figure out what to do with her now.
Task complete. Confront the pigs and get your gun back. 30 XP. Poor woman, the lieutenant holds his pistol. We need to figure out what to do with her now. I mean, some form of psychological help would be fine, I guess. I assume that this world really doesn't have that, at least not for people in her position, because, you know, she doesn't seem well off. She doesn't seem like she is, you know, upper middle class and can just afford to do that. If there even is such a thing as psychological treatment and therapy in this world. If there is, she will not be able to afford it. And I doubt that this place has some kind of universal health care that at least somewhat alleviates that problem. So yeah, that would be number 1 on the list.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me.
I'm very sorry this is how life turned out for you. Gently touch her shoulder. You tried to kill me. What do you think is happening to her? Should we just arrest her? No. I'm gonna go with this. Console her. Hopefully she's open for that.
Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there.
What do you think is happening to her?
She's in a stupor. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this.
But why was she like this in the first place? Understood. I mean, yeah, we're gonna go for this question probably because of this world she's living in.
Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably. Dementia and Channel 8 and loneliness.
Nod. Neurodegenerative disease. Yes, this is what happens when you listen to too many cop shows on the radio. You're probably right. Loneliness, I guess we'll never know. I mean, loneliness, yeah. This is probably the right answer here. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like a bad case. But the question is what to do with her right now.
Okay, I guess we have to... I mean, yeah. You know, I don't like the word arrest. I would like to take care of her. But, you know, this is probably the overarching word for that. Arrest her and bring her somewhere where people can take care of her. It's not going to be good and it's not going to be helpful in a way that actually impacts her life meaningfully, I'd assume. But it's better than just leaving her out here, because this also feels like she might be in danger of Sudoku. So, you know.
I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state and without the gun, she isn't really a threat to anyone.
Well, she is to herself.
We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family.
Okay. I mean, yeah. This has the problem within itself that we don't really trust Titus to be, you know, actual force of good in here. He just seems like bully might be a strong word or not the right word, but he seems to me more in it for the authority part and for fucking people up, not helping this person. But then again, I don't really know him, but this is what I learned or how I think he is. So, wait, I was really hoping I can give her one of those station call slips. Okay. From my clipboard, I guess. Yeah, Titus sounds like the man for the job. I don't want to endorse the Hardy Boys' inflated sense of self-worth. They're not cops, we are. I think we can just leave her like this. She'll be fine. No. I kind of prefer that because it's the only way that someone outside of the system where she's going to end up will or might help her. There's at least a chance. This sounds like we put her into the system. If it actually works, maybe he says, you know, you can't do that. But so far, I don't think the system really has worked well for her. So why should it be any better? And I'm kind of scared to click this because this might delete this option. Wait, I was really hoping I can give her one of those station call slips. I don't even know what the station call slip is. Do we hand her that and she has to call the station? Because she will never do that. I'm going to go for the Titus option.
Then we can ask him once we get back to the whirling. But we have to hurry, because it's late and they might have already gone home.
Alright.
But I think we're done here for now. Let's head out. This is done.
Please, leave the radio on.
As you turn to leave, the faintest of voices comes from the woman. Please leave the radio on. She mutters. It seems like a reflex, a half-remembered sentence.
She stands motionless, just a heap of clothes and fleshes now. Maybe if you search her once more. The woman stands slumped. She looks catatonic under her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. Is one of those things a police cap? There were narcotics in there too. You're thinking of taking them? Do.
Shake her shoulder, pick up the RCM cap, confiscate the narcotics. Wink. Shake her shoulder.
The old woman doesn't react to your touch.
So it comes down to, do we want to steal shit from her? And no, we don't want to do that. So we're just gonna leave her here, I guess. Weird to just leave her here, but I guess that's the option.